Yo, I'm so upset right now, man. I had a whole video. I did a whole video today, and it's gone. I lost all that content. I'm so pissed. Alright, so I'm trying to remember all the topics I touched on. Alright, so you made it through the day. It's August 10th, Thursday. You guys made it through the day. Remember that it's not always as bad as it seems. It's not always as great as it seems. Know that there's somebody right now that would give it all to be in your spot. As you guys, I know you guys probably know about hospice. Hospice is literally a place people go to waiting to just leave, to leave this side of heaven, basically. They just, any day could be their last day on earth. So if you're not in hospice, you're doing pretty good. Just know that. Man, earlier today, oh man, I'm so mad. I am that junk. Damn, I lost that whole video. Wow. So, another thing I wanted to speak on. I know everybody's been talking about this Montgomery, Alabama riverboat incident. Guys, don't let this distract us. As Americans, I honestly could tell you guys this. The same way we could sit here and say, black people upset about these foolish individuals that did what they did. There's some white people that's pissed off too. There's some white people that's pissed off too. And don't let that bad apple spoil the bunch. Please. I know it's some white folks. Let me tell you something, guys. I could go as far as saying it's some white folks who would have loved to be able to practice the right to bear arms against those guys. Like, I'm pretty sure there are some white folks who would have loved to demonstrate their right to bear arms against those idiots, because it messes up the peace. Like, people are about peace. So when people who really don't understand how the economics work do stuff like that, like, everybody know, okay, let's say these guys were given the opportunity to park there before. And I think something like, somebody may say, yeah, you guys could dock here, but just know, once the big boat with all the crew members are on, you got to move. They probably say, yeah, okay, all right, no problem. And they probably were sober at that time. And I'm pretty sure they probably left, and the boat with the crew members never came. Every time they were going to leave, they didn't have no situation. But this time, the boat was coming. And I'm going to tell you right now, as Americans, we don't want to make our jobs any more difficult than it is. We don't like stressing. We don't like sweating for money. We just like to go about our day, pay our taxes, and go home. I know for a fact this man right here would have loved for his boss, like, he probably, hey, they don't want to move. He would have loved for his boss to say, all right, don't worry about it. I'm going to tell the crew members to dock somewhere else. He would have loved that. He would have loved to be like, yeah, all right. He's like, all right, you guys are fine. Like, he don't want no back and forth, blood pressure going up. He could care less about that. He don't want that. But he was doing what he was told. He was doing what he was told. And I'm going to tell you guys again, I know for a fact there are some white men and women out there that would love to have gotten involved to whoop up on them idiot white boys down there that was acting a fool. Just because they're messing up the economics of the land. You're messing the money up. Now people talking about black and white. You don't think people tired of that? You think these people who are going to work every day, now you're forcing white people to be extra nice. Now you're forcing white people to be careful what they're saying. Now you're forcing white people to go around and overthink and think that, oh, I'm walking here. How do I know, this man, this woman may look at me and think that I'm opposed to them, or I reacted a certain way, and now you got people on edge for no reason, all because of a little boat. It's probably white folks out there with super duper yachts that are just like, these peons are it up for us to just light cigars and kick our feet up. Here are these clowns. They would have loved to whoop your ass. I'm telling you. What was those dudes called? The little Trump dudes with the tikis and all that? Proud Boys or whatever. I know there are some big time Stone Cold Steve Austin, Goldberg looking, Hulk Hogan in his prime dudes that would have been on that pier with that brother who threw his hat up with the bat signal, trashing y'all and allowing y'all to realize that WWE stuff is real. They would have proved to y'all WWE is real that day. I'm telling you, Triple H, all of them, they would have came in there and at a certain point as Americans, we just want to do what we need to do and go home. And the fact that these bums did what they did, and now they done got us going back in time all over again. Got people on black and white and ready to hold it, because not all white people like that, and not all black people sell drugs and ignorant and killing each other and whatever. We all know that. But I'm telling you, man, it's some white folks, man, they probably was looking at this mess and probably threw a whole Budweiser at the screen. And it was like, look at these mother effing monkeys out here. They messing it up for the rest of us. They mad. Because they were having a good time. White folks going to play golf, going to the store, letting the honesty out. Hey, I never grew up around certain people. They finally being able to ask questions that they weren't able to ask. And here comes Twiddledum. What's them stooges' names? Larry and Moe and Curly Larry and whatever the hell their name is. Freaking stooges can't move their boat, and now they causing an unnecessary uproar. And now we got to go to work not knowing what to say to each other. The other thing is, make sure that we continue to support each other. Make sure that we continue to look out for each other. I definitely said that we have to know that there will be people who have the upper hand. So guys, some of y'all is gonna have to deal with you're gonna, just like I was saying, the example I used before in my last video that I lost, I was saying for Shaq to do certain things, it's gonna come a little bit easier for him because he's taller, he's bigger, and he just, he has that advantage just naturally. I seen there was a show where he was basically going around You know, I think he like wrestled some like big time fighters. I forgot he did some other stuff. So him, it's, you know, because of who he is and his stature, he gets a little bit of a natural advantage, and that's what I was saying as far as people who gotta step up. So if you see certain things and you're gonna be like, oh, you know, you see certain things and you're gonna be like, you're gonna have to expect yourself to speak up, you know, because it's a little, I don't want to say it's a little easier for you than others, but it'll just be something that you find less difficult than some other people. So just know that's something to think about. So if you see something and you're amongst some people and you notice that it's like, all right, you know what? Let's respect this individual. It's not funny, or it's not something that we need to continue. You could do that. And that goes for any other thing too. Certain people are better at somebody, and that's just it. Damn, I wish I could remember what else I was saying. Some kids came up and they were like, "What are you, FaceTiming?" I was like, "Nah, I'm doing a vlog." "Oh, can we be in it?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't think, you know, you guys are not 18 and plus, so I don't want you guys to be in a video, you know, and out of respect for your parents and getting consent." They're like, "Nah, they cool." I was like, "But y'all, you at 18?" He was like, "Nah, I'm 14. He was like, I got a YouTube page. I got 1.2K. So I was like, I only got 4. So I only got 4 subscribers. This dude talking about he got 1.2K subscribers. You know, so yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Dang, I wish I could remember what I was talking about in that last video. It was such a good video, man. I'm so mad I lost it. But yeah, so don't be surprised, y'all, if it comes to the point where you might see yourself having to basically, you're gonna notice certain things. If you see that the atmosphere, or you don't like how it's going down, you kind of pick up on the energy. It's just something you're able to communicate this. This is your 7'2". I think Shaq's like 7'2" or 7'1". This is your Shaq thing, where it's a little easier for you. You know, while somebody else, it might be easier for them to paint. The next person, it might be easier for them to, you know, cook. Next person might be easier for them to make a poem. So everybody kind of has this little thing that they call it like the niche, like, and if they work at it, you know, they could get better. But a lot of times when something comes easy to people, they don't really, you know, take it and make it, you know, take it that serious. So once again, y'all, we got to make sure, once again, that we understand what is going on around us. We got to do better. We got to do better. I almost didn't want to do this, man. I was like, oh my goodness, I lost a whole video. I was mad. But I said, you know what? I got to. I want to tell everybody that we made it to another day. You did what you're supposed to do. And don't ever think you're the only one going through it. You are not. You are not. And as you live and see another day and be grateful to be above ground, it's an improvement because somebody didn't make it today. All right?